Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. If you're joining me for the first time, my name is Chef Fran. But first, give me a virtual hug by hitting the subscribe button. And in return, I will give you a new recipe every week.
Hello, my name is Chef Fran, and today we are making our Mexican meatloaf, Mexican rice, and elote. Elote, I believe I'm pronouncing it correctly. That's that wonderful street corn. That's with the mayo, and the smoked paprika, and the cayenne, and the lime. And it has the cojita cheese on it. So, that's what we're making today.
Here's our vitamin content. So I have some olive oil and some butter in here, 2 slices of butter with some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. And I just have some onions that I finely chopped. I'm gonna just cook them down to they're translucent. And then I'm gonna add my garlic that I finely chopped here. Then I'm gonna let my rice, because we're making Mexican rice. So this is how I make my Mexican rice. I'm just gonna actually put some Mexican rice in there and let that get like a little toasted. Once I add the garlic and stuff, let it get a little toasted. And then I'll add my enchilada sauce and my chicken stock. So that's how I'm gonna do it. And of course a little salt, Himalayan salt and black pepper. So right now my onions are still kind of like going on their way, very close to becoming translucent. Definitely soft and translucent. Now I'm adding my garlic. Just gonna stir that around for about 45 seconds to 1 minute. And then I'm gonna add my rice. Now I'm putting my rice in, and I'm gonna be doing about 1.5 cups. And I'm just gonna get that coated all up together. So here comes my salt. And I'm adding that beforehand. Okay. And my black pepper. And I'm gonna pour my broth first, and then I'm gonna pour my enchilada sauce. Okay. You just want to make sure you got yourself some red sauce, some enchilada sauce. Okay, so I've already grated my white cheddar cheese. Going to do my mild cheddar because the white is a sharp. I don't know if you guys know, but one of the things that I do to allow the cheese to kind of fall off smoothly from the grater is that I actually usually spray it with just a little cooking spray. And that kind of helps it to kind of like glide, and not really make a mess out here. And then you can mostly get all of your cheese inside the way we should have it, as opposed to being stuck on the outside. I'm sure you guys know how to grate cheese already, but I just kind of want to give you that tip of using the cooking spray on the outside of it. Okay, so I am making our Mexican meatloaf, and I've already chopped up my bell peppers of red, yellow, and green. I've seasoned it with some onion. I also diced up some onions and garlic and put it here as well. But I also added some onion powder, garlic powder, chili powder, paprika, a little bit of cayenne, a little bit of Slap Your Mama, the original, not the hot. And I have 2 eggs in here that I'm going to use to bind it up. And I also have some cumin in here as well, and some oregano. And so that is our seasoning. And I'm just going to kind of like mix this up here. Mix it. And then we're going to put it in our loaf pan. This is also, to be honest with you, this is some ground beef with some ground pork in here. So it's the mix of the both. And so what's going to make our Mexican meatloaf different and special is that we're going to add some cheese in the middle of it, a pepper jack, and some white cheddar
and Kobe, and some mild cheddar as well inside. So what I'm gonna do first is put some meatloaf right here, flatten it down, and in the middle of that is where I'm going to then add my cheese. So I took off one glove so my hands could be free, so I could add the cheese that's going to be in the center. Then we're going to kind of close it up. And this is my mixed cheese that's here, like I had mentioned. Okay. Just kind of pat that down. And just fill up the top. That's it. It's going to cook for about an hour. It's going to cook on 400 for close to an hour, about 45 minutes to an hour. And I'm going to actually top it off with some salsa and ketchup. So this is what our wonderful Mexican meatloaf looks like before it's cooked, but you can see all these beautiful colors in here of the yellow, the red, and the green, all healthiness. You see specks of white, that's for the onions and the garlic in here. You don't even know that the cheese is in here, so that's the great surprise. So I'm gonna bake this, and once it's done, about probably the last 15 minutes before it's done, then I'll brush the salsa and the ketchup together. I mix my ketchup with my salsa, and here I'm putting my salsa right here. So I'm gonna put this back in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes to bake some more, and hopefully that it will stick a little bit more to it. So I'm actually buttering up our grilled corn to make our elote, our Mexican street corn. So here's the dressing for our corn, our street corn elote. I have a little bit of lime juice in here, some mayo, a little bit of smoked paprika, chili powder, and a tiny bit of cayenne. And I'm just gonna brush that on it and put some queso cojita. If I'm mispronouncing it, you guys are free to help me. And I'm gonna put some parsley too on top of it. So here we go. So we just kind of brush that on here on our grilled corn. We get our cheese on here. And the parsley.
And here are a list of ingredients.
Well, guys, here we have our Mexican rice garnished with our tomato and parsley. And we have our elote corn, our street corn here. And we have our Mexican meatloaf. Oh my gosh. Nice. Really good. Let's go into our rice. I love it. Let's try our corn. I'm so excited for this corn. Oh, wow. Don't forget to click the like button by giving me a virtual hug. When you do that, that lets me know that you're enjoying what I'm doing for you. It encourages me to continue to keep on doing more creative things. Thank you again for hanging out with me. I enjoy your time of hanging out with me. Love you guys so much. Try this. You'll enjoy it. Bye.